Hey, what's up everyone? It's Zemmer. So as I was doing my morning training, I had some cool thoughts pop into my head and quotes, and I thought I'd make a video and share them. Haven't made a video forever, so bear with me. It's 35 degrees at 9 a.m. here in Bangkok. So this is a drill I love to do. One, to just get the bedtime kinks out in the morning, but also more importantly to set myself up for the real training session. And I call it soft focus. Mushashi would call it setting your gaze, G-A-Z-E. In the goaltending world, we call this soft eyes or soft focus. And the softer your focus, the more aware you are of other threats on the ice, basically. So yeah, now I'm just gonna mention this quote that was in my head during the training that kind of falls into place with everything. The quote is, if you look at one leaf, you only see that. If you don't look at any of them, the entire tree appears. And I really love this quote. For fighting, for goaltending, the soft focus or gaze is the very first thing I ever learned in martial arts, looking back, my very first class with Sensei Shear and in Saskatoon. And as I've got older and more experienced and my skills have exponentially grown, the basics have become more important, extremely important. I feel like the guys who can get in the pure reactive mode more consistently with the zone are the ones that can train more consistently. They're not as beat up. They can visualize where they want to go, how they're going to approach training. And this is something that, it's taken me a lot of years to master. Another quote I love is that, and this drill is a perfect example of that, is that a master never looks rushed. If you see a skilled carpenter, a fighter, anyone who's really a master at their craft, they all look in complete control, body, mind, pure zen, pure flow state. This is a great example of a drill that can really get you into that pure reactive mode that starts with your eyes. The eyes are such a neglected part of all combative sports and sports. And knowing how to use them unconsciously almost. So here now the gaze has to change because I'm visualizing multiple attackers. So even though if I were fighting and zigzagging like I am, Mushashi calls it mixing in, and I'll talk about that more. My gaze has to change, and it's more about footwork and agility. So mixing in, as Mushashi coins it here, it's an important tactic when fighting alone against several opponents. Do not try to defeat each side. When the enemy is pushed back in one direction, turn and attack the strongest opponent on the opposite side. Sensing the cadence of your opponents, move as if zigzagging your way down a path from left to right according to the reaction in the rhythm that suits you. After determining the condition of your enemies, disappear among them and strike with no intention whatsoever of pulling back. So just go absolutely ruthless. You will then see countless opportunities to win. This is also valid for getting in close to a strong opponent in individual combat. To mix in, you must be of the mind of not retreating even one step. Yeah, I love that. So as I go back to the tree here and I'm working on this first drill and setting my eyes and my gaze, I'm gonna quote Mushashi here again about gaze in strategy. One's gaze should be expansive and far-reaching. This is the dual gaze of looking in, kan, and looking at, ken. The gaze for looking in is intense, whereas for looking at is gentle. Remember the tree quote? It is of utmost importance for a warrior to see distant things as if they were close and close things as if they were distant. The warrior must know the enemy's sword without even seeing it. This is critical in combat and must be practiced attentively. Be it in small-scale combat or large-scale battle, one's gaze should be the same. It is vital to be able to see both sides without needing to move your eyes. There, that's goaltending right there. It will be impossible to accomplish this method of observing things during the tumult of a fight without conscientious training. Continually employ this mode of observation in your daily life so that you can apply it in any situation, and examine this very carefully. And like pretty much all workouts, start and finish with the slant board just for knee health. Hope everyone enjoyed that video. Felt great to make one again. Take care. Os.